Warning, this Kadic review is of something of a mature and adult nature and should only be viewed by those that are not squeamish or those adult nature. Plus, this review is completely and utterly subjective, aka my opinion. Please leave your opinion down at the comment section below. No footage was used in the making of the review upcoming, or none of it will be used for its advertisement or monetary use. Thank you. As I have stated many times on this channel, I am a lifelong Power Rangers fan. So lifelong that I have watched all 791 episodes of the original version, including the one for Dino Charge this week, in which you'll find out my opinions on that on Harmony Charge in the coming days. But in terms of fan fictions, there's only been three fan works that I particularly like. Snowdrop, in which I've done a review on, and Shipping and Handling, and Hocus Pocus. Naturally, all three of those are My Little Pony fan fiction works. But today is a very special Kadic review because it's about none of those things. It's about a Power Rangers fan film. One that has gotten very popular and has become the subject of creative debate and debate in general about its subject matter. So much so that as of this recording, it has garnered over 6 million views on its original upload and has recently gotten back to upload on YouTube after being taken down by Ham Saban himself through the DMCA. What am I talking about? The gritty fan film Power / Rangers, a dark, gritty, adult reboot in the creator's mind, directed by Joseph Kahn, of the Mighty Morphin fan fiction that we've grown so much to love. So, as a lifelong Power Rangers fan, I've been asked my thoughts on the very subject, and here they are. Out of anything that I have seen in an entertainment property, anything, count it Transformers, count it Pony, count it anything, this is quite frankly, in my subjective opinion, the worst thing I have ever seen based on a third-party property. The absolute worst. Beyond the destruction that is the Transformers films, beyond the destruction that is TMNT, beyond the embarrassment that is Rocky and Bullwinkle, or any movie based on a video game, TV show, or otherwise, this is the absolute worst and is deplorable, unwatchable in many of my viewpoints, not only as a Power Rangers fan, but as a fan of creative work in general. The fact that this fan film is even being remotely praised for its slipshod writing, bad acting, and most of all, the utter disrespect of the 23-year legacy of Power Rangers is appalling. Anybody that views this short film and likes it, you're entitled to your own opinion, but understand, in this reviewer's opinion, I would rather see you all burned for your collective like of this product. How bad is it? Well, just give this thing a review is giving it way too much credit, but seeing that it is my job as a critic to do so, let me explain what it is. It is a 15-minute fan film featuring James Vanderbeek from Dawson's Creek. That's right, the Dawson from Dawson's Creek. Alongside many other B or even C-list actors. Heck, the fact that I don't even remember their names might be the best possible thing about this. You see, in the reboot, the Power Rangers have been fighting the war against Rita and the Evil Machine Empire, and there have been casualties. Plenty of casualties, as each of the Power Rangers have been systematically taken out. See, the film takes place during the course of an interrogation. A character that we are led to believe is Rocky is interrogating the Kimberly character in this flick. As more information about what happened to this particular team of Power Rangers surfaces, we find out that each gritty demise is darker than the last. Billy, Rich, off of his brains, gets shot and killed in his office. Jason gets gunned down by Bulk and Skull after his wedding with Kimberly. Trini commits suicide, and Zach, well, he dies at the hand of Kimberly's bullet after we find out that he is a pimp and is addicted to coke. What happened to Tommy, though? He became a drifter. Soon after the events of their final battle together, seeking out evil in a nomadic form. As Rocky continues the interrogation, it becomes clear that Kimberly's character is not who she seems. Ultimately, we do get one good fight scene with the Black Ranger in this film, but it's all stereotypical and insulting. Granted, the Power Ranger characters originally were stereotypes, but even then, this short film lacks the thing that keeps Power Rangers cohesive, memorable, and important to kids of all ages. The notion of teamwork, camaraderie, the fact that good always wins, and the overall cheesy heart that makes up the Power Rangers mythos and makes it so endearing. For those that like adult grit, you might get 15 minutes of pure satisfaction from seeing the Power Rangers interpreted as violent, as some of the Power Rangers taking some of the machinery from the Machine Empire and taking deals and bribes. As things get down to the nitty-gritty, though, we find out from Tommy that our interrogated Kimberly is not real, but rather Rita in disguise. And it was Rita that set up each of the Rangers' bloody and gory deaths, one by one, orchestrating each of their demises, except for Tommy, of course, and even winds up killing Rocky in the end with a gunshot to the head. All this is done with, yes, great special effects and somewhat impressive cinematography, but the lines, the writing, and the overall acting is deplorable, let alone the immoral disrespect of a great children's franchise that is being in display here. Yes, the suits look semi-impressive, but really the bright spot is the helmets. But by and large, everything is high budget for a fan film, but not in any way respectful. And that's the key word to this. If you're doing any fan work, in my opinion, it's got to be a fan work based on respect and understanding of the material given to you. Sure, you can make a dark and gritty piece of material, but having such blatant disrespect for the morals and messages that Power Rangers exhibits without the least bit of cheese involved is devastating, saddening, and hardening to watch. As a lifelong Power Rangers fan, this almost brings me to sadness that millions actually enjoyed this short film. I can never endorse something that is not only disrespectful to a franchise that is currently going still strong after 20 years, but something that for me personally has left a profound impact on how I view the world, how I view people in general, and my overall childlike enthusiasm. Power Rangers still gives me hope that good will ultimately triumph in this world of evil. Seeing the evils of the world played up through a Power Rangers visor and being enjoyed only gives me less hope for the future and less hope for creativity as a whole. Does the short deserve to exist? Creatively, yes, like anything. Fan fictions, fan works, other fan films that may be darker or not so much. Anything fan interpreted deserves to exist. I am not trying to deny the hard-working people's right to make something as creative as this, but for me, this is not how I would want Power Rangers to be painted now in the current generation and in the future. All I would ask any viewers of the short film, in which I will leave an annotation in the description box below for you to view the film. The only suggestion that I would give to you out of respect is realize that this has nothing to do with Power Rangers in general, nor the short does make references to things within the Power Rangers canon, but it's only meant to loosely keep things bounded together. Yes, the special effects can be impressive to look at times, but seeing that it's a matter of interpretation and a fan work, I won't even bother to give this horrible thing a score. There's no amount of disappointment that I can give, but just know that not only am I extremely disappointed by the film, I am angered and saddened that this, to many people, is the interpretation of what they want the Power Rangers to be in the future. They do not understand what it means morally to support something like this. Something unsatisfying, ungratifying, and offensive. But instead of me giving it a score, view it yourself and come to your own interpretation on how kids shows should be viewed in a gritty nature. For me, it's just way too dark, way too gritty, and way too much not Power Rangers to endorse. As for me, I'm gonna go find something with a little bit more respect. Find peace in your own nirvana. And may the old way always be the right